In this video, you're going to learn about the Mercury retrograde this month, which starts April 1st, which will fan the flames of the solar eclipse. We have so much going on in this month of April that I had to break up multiple videos so we could explain everything in less than the attention span requires. So, without further ado, welcome to Holistic Healing Astrology YouTube. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ev Zervoudakis with Holistic Healing Astrology. So, let's dive deep into what we see here. We're going to share the screen so you could see the ephemeris, and that is what astrologers use. I always like to show the actual sky at the moment of the transit here that we're speaking about today. So check this out. Right here we have Mercury right smack in the middle of all this Aries energy. So Mercury is in Aries. Well, that in itself is a little bit of a problem. The good thing is that it's retrograde, because what does that mean? It means it's more internalized, but it's this aggressive, spark, fiery communication, thinking, teaching, training. It has to do also with transportation, commerce, and it's learning, okay? Writing, anything like that, even presenting the way I'm doing now. So if you look here where this big fat red arrow is in the area of Aries, so it's going retrograde. It's stationed for a few days because yesterday or the 31st and the 30th, it was 27 degrees. And then here's April 1st when it goes retrograde, 27 degrees on the 2nd. And so that's a long time for Mercury to be harnessed in one position, because Mercury is like a racehorse, doesn't like to be slowed down. So what we're going to do next is, so we can't ignore this stellium here in Aries, and it includes Mercury. So what's right next to it? It's also Chiron, the planet or the asteroid of wounds, suffering, pain, but it also leads us to healing. So with this solar eclipse, because it's going to be right here opposite the moon, because that's going to actually, it's going to be a new moon. So the moon will come and join the sun. So we're going to have the moon, sun, north node, which defines a solar eclipse, and then Chiron and Mercury. So there's a lot of healing going on, but it's all through information and communication. And I really feel that it has to do also with Uranus and Jupiter in the next sign. It's a semi sextile, and I believe that social media is going to be a culprit and a pivoting force for this healing, because the truth, which is Jupiter, all over social media, which is electricity, and it's in the area of Taurus, which has to do with security, possessions, and comfort. These are all going to work together as some force. Now, if this affects you in your natal chart in a very chaotic way, because we have a lot of chaos down here with Pisces and Neptune, which is anaretic degree, means it's more intensified. Anaretic degree here, it's more intensified. So you got to stay calm through this whole scenario and go out in nature, breathe, do whatever it takes to stay calm. So this is what's going on with Mercury retrograde, and it has to do with new beginnings. It has to do with assertion, weapons, and keep an eye on what's going on around the world, because people are getting very aggressive. People are sick and tired of this suffering that we're all going through. It's a new year in astrology. It's a new beginning. So it's going to go retrograde, and I'll demonstrate that with this wheel. So we're going to go forward. As we go forward, Mercury is going to go backwards. See, it went back 1 degree. It goes back another degree. So the closer that these planets move together, the more impacts, the more impactful, the more that you feel it. And don't forget what's going on here. Money, valuables, values, love, fashion, and imagination, but it's also spirituality in the area of isolation or the magical fantasy world. Right here, anaretic degree. Let's see what's going to happen with our money. But this also could be Bitcoin, imagination money. We'll see. I don't really make a lot of predictions. I just give you the energies and we see how it plays out. But if you're paying attention to the news, I don't watch the news, but I do keep my finger on the pulse with social media. And there's a lot going on. A lot is going on with people awakening, which is all this area here, Pluto in Aquarius. And this has to do with awakening too, with comfort. And it's a big awakening, but it's all through social media, which is electricity here. All right. So now so there are a few things going on that we can't neglect. Now look at this traffic jam here. There's a traffic jam in Aries, which is weapons, aggression. It's impulsive. It's let's do it. Let's do it now. It's not thinking, so, but this could be speech. This could be the media, what they put out there, but it's new. However, it's internalized, and it's a time when we reflect whenever there's a retrograde. So don't take much action and feel that healing, pain, suffering, and change. And here's your eclipse coming up on the 6th. And there it is. The moon is coming closer. Let's see here. And closer. And there we have it. That's close enough. So it's on April 8th. And this is what the sky is looking like on April 8th. Lots going on in Aries. There's a huge stellium in Aries. And actually, Neptune is involved to make it a complete stellium, which is energies within 30 degrees. So that is like a big bomb of energy. Lots of energy. Okay. So just think of all that frequency coming at us and affecting the world. We have the moon that has to do with feelings. We have I am, the sun, we radiate out. This is internal, but it's a new moon. And that's when you write your new intentions so you can manifest what you intend. Now, remember, Dr. Joe Dispenza says this very beautifully. Thoughts create electricity, but feelings, which is right here, is magnetism. It's magnetic. So we have thoughts up here with Mercury, which is electricity. This is also electricity and thoughts, but this is the higher mind and great ideas. So these are big ideas, genius ideas. So with these feelings and who we are and this healing, and it's our purpose, it has to do with our values and our money. It's a powerful, powerful time. And how it affects you, you have to look at this stretch of real estate in your natal chart, because we're all going to get through it. If you want to listen to doom and gloom, this is not the right channel for you. I don't do doom and gloom. It doesn't pay. And every time I remember the Y2K end of the world, Chicken Little, the sky is falling down. All this stuff that they try to prepare us for that never happened. But yet, nobody really told us about the volcanic eruptions in Iceland. That kind of came as a surprise. But this area here is about possible increase of volcanic eruptions, because this is Earth and this is sudden and unexpected explosions. This all here is very explosive. And this Jupiter means in a big way. So when things like this happen, it makes us start looking at our philosophy, our beliefs, our values. So this is a big, big picture. And then I like to look at the aspect report. And let's look at Venus. Sorry, not Venus, but the Mercury retrograde. It's square Pluto. Oh boy. Pluto is transformation. Think of what happens when you drop a bomb, it will transform. But it also means great wealth. It means high technology, advances in medicine, all high tech stuff, all kinds of things, but it's irreversible changes. That's what that means. It's square. That means we have work to do in the way we talk, the way we communicate, and we're contemplating now. It's a time of what are we doing? Because it's retrograde. It's a healing. So it's conjunct the healing. It's close to the node, our purpose of who we are. And it's also opposing or a need to balance the people pleasing, to let go of people pleasing and putting others first. Also, there's a flow of energy and opportunities to the midheaven and the root of this chart. So if you live in Virginia Beach, it will probably be in that same position. But if you don't live in Virginia Beach, the houses will be different. Okay, just a technical issue there, and that's basically it for Mercury retrograde. But because it squares Pluto, I'm very concerned, and so are a lot of other astrologers. But we don't want to say, hey, this is a big problem, this isn't going to be good. But it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be quite explosive. Okay, so stay calm, stay cool. If you like what you've heard and you don't want to miss another video, make sure you subscribe and go ahead and share this video to someone that may enjoy it. And if you have any comments, please post them below. We should get back out to you soon. I'm Ev Zervoudakis. I love you all, and stay safe out there. Bye bye.